I'm Adam from FWCI Collector's Edition, and today on the channel we're going to check out Ringside-Fest 2023. Editor Man, hit the music. Appreciate you checking out this little video here. Ringside-Fest was on today, and I can't wait to see what the reveals were. This is a new channel, but I will be covering wrestling figures in the future. I will be checking out the LWO 5-pack. I've already got my order in for that. I've got some Grayson Waller, and I've got some Finn Balor, and I've got a bunch of other ones coming out. I'm a huge wrestling fan, and I definitely will have a lot to say about these releases here. So very interested to see. I'm not going to watch the whole thing. I'm just going to go through the still images and see what we've got. So let's jump in. All right, the WWE basic line, not for me. I don't care if Bret Hart's in it or not. Giovanni Vinci, good to see him get a figure so that you can complete your Imperium, I guess, but I don't care about basics. And Bret Hart's head still looks terrible on this as well. So more legends in the basics line. That's an interesting move. I guess they're good for getting autographs on as well, with the carding and all that. $1 Million Man, Seth Rollins, pass. Katana Chance and Caden Carter, I mean, I do like when they put like a tag team in the same set. And if this is a team and they're both first time in the line, it's a shame that it's a basic line, but I understand as well. I just want to take this moment to acknowledge, first of all, how much Dominic Mysterio looks like Eddie Guerrero right there. And Rhea Ripley, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, to be completely honest. Definitely my favorite female wrestler at the moment from my hometown. If any Rhea Ripley's come out, I will be covering it on this channel. All right, now it looks like we're getting into the Elite Collection, and whoa, man. I need all of those. I got the Dominic Mysterio that comes with the Judgment Day t-shirt, but that looks absolutely amazing. Is there gonna be a soft goods shirt? I think it is, because the singlet on it looks very, very boring. And obviously Rhea in the middle there with that's the Elite Collection. The torso looks a little bit different compared to, oh no, that's what they're doing with the ladies now, so that's pretty consistent. I love the head scan on that. I hope there's more head scans with it. You can keep your SmackDown Championship, although that does have the custom side plates on it, so that one I guess I'll keep. But very keen to get the new Rhea Ripley. In fact, I just teed this little job up last night, and I definitely need that Damian Priest. That's quintessential Judgment Day Damian Priest with the Scott Hall like dripping effect on there in purple. That is a must-have. All three of those are must-haves. The glasses and the thing all molded into the head sculpt. That is a sign of good things to come. If they're going to start molding glasses into head sculpts, I'm here for it. Alright, so this is the Elite Top Picks. I think I saw these announced already. Alright, Sheamus. I used to have a very complicated relationship with Sheamus, but I've calmed down a little bit. Looks like it'll be an interesting figure though, coming with the jacket and the face guard and hat and everything like that. So I'm cool with Sheamus's, but that looks like it'll be a good one for any Sheamus fans out there. Logan Paul, wow, is he going to come with a bottle of Prime? That's kind of a big deal. Just, I don't care about Prime or Logan Paul much, to be completely honest, but I know that that drink is a massive deal. So if that's going to come branded in the action figure box, I feel like that's actually a pretty, that can make that figure quite valuable. Unless they do it with all of his figures moving forward, if that's like a one-off there, I don't know, it might be worth picking up and holding on to for a bit. And Cody Rhodes, this is three wrestlers that I really, really don't like. Of all of these three, Logan Paul is probably my favorite in-ring competitor, to be honest. I can't say otherwise. I'm not a fan of Cody, and I'm still a little bit bitter from Sheamus eliminating Jericho in the 2011 Royal Rumble, I think it was. I'm good with that. WWE SummerSlam Elites. Oh my god, they've got Undertaker with that crazy face that he made with Brock Lesnar. You know, I'm conflicted about that, because it's a hilarious meme and everything like that, but honestly, that was a terrible, terrible match. I don't know why anybody would want to remember that other than that ridiculous meme, so I guess that's what they're going with. That Kane looks really, really good. I mean, I love bald-headed Kane. I like masked Kane as well, don't get me wrong, but bald-headed Kane was kind of the era where I was the most just like hooked into the world of wrestling. And I'm guessing it's just that little render they've got there, because X-Pac looks like he's got like eyeshadow on, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. But you know, I'm conflicted on that. First of all, we've got the glasses. At least X-Pac's got long hair, and there's probably a slot for the glasses, so it might not be too bad. Really didn't like that attire, but it is a good attire. It just isn't the X-Pac that I know and love. I'm DX all the way, so I can easy pass on all of these. If I see that Kane very, very cheap one day, I might pick it up. Alright, so we've got Lex Luger in that line as well. That's a pretty damn good looking Lex Luger. I mean, I don't... Lex Luger, whatever, like... You know what, give me the total package Lex Luger. Give me late 90s WCW Lex Luger, where he had the little tiny ponytail, and he had that weird logo on his trunks and on his everything. He's had this logo all over everything. Give me that. And John Cone gets a Build-A-Figure. I believe John Cone is the referee who is quite chummy with the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast lads, and is also a very big collector of referee figures. If that's the guy, I'm really happy for him that he gets a referee. And, you know, different referees are good. And all those alternate referee hands, that's a pretty good get. That's a nice addition. Can I just say... I mean, I know it's all more for convenience and everything like that, but I wish Ringside would do a bit of a better job with these figure reveals. I mean, maybe they don't have to spend the money to do that, but it always bugs me where on these, like, official company reveals, people are just, like, on their laptop at home, and the lighting might be bad. There's people walking behind Dominic and Rhea. I mean, Old Mate's got his Ringside Collectibles flag in the background. That looks good. Sweaty Bill Makita's got terrible lighting. This other guy here in the middle... You can see him okay, but the background lighting, like, it'd be nice if they spent a little bit of money to, like, just get some kind of, like, professional looking setup. Unless you have a sick setup yourself. And on a personal note, Mick Foley is one of the nicest human beings, I think, on the planet. I've been to one of his live shows, and he was very entertaining. I got to ask him a question. He busted my balls because I was wearing a Chris Jericho t-shirt. I busted his balls back saying that he's never pinned Jericho. We all shared a laugh. He told a story. But a really fun story about Mick Foley is when I first got Twitter in like 2011 or something like that, 2012, I guess. One of the first things I tweeted out, I was like, I'm watching 2000 WWF Raw, and Mick Foley's commissioner is totally underrated. Off it goes into the ether. I don't even know if I tagged him in it. I don't know. I might have. I probably did. Next minute, I get a DM from Mick Foley saying, oh, thank you very much. That was a lot of fun. And I was so new to Twitter, I was like, is this how this shit works? You just send a nice message and celebrities will direct message you saying, hey, appreciate it. And then it never happened again. But that was my first experience with Mick Foley and with Twitter as well. Alright, so here's the Foley 3-pack, and Foley fans will love this. I can pass on this one. I had a Dude Love figure and it just doesn't... It was such a brief moment. I just don't feel the need to represent Dude Love on my shelf. Mankind, I'm more of a suit and tie Mankind, and that's more of a WCW Cactus Jack, whereas I was more into that, like, 2000s Cactus Jack where he's fighting Triple H. So, easy pass for me, but a great 3-pack to put together. It makes complete sense. There's a closer look. I mean, the face sculpts are great, and for a lot of people, me included, the double-jointed, pinless, bodies that they're putting on these new figures that they've got here. You can see the Foley is pinless. For some people, that's a bit of a game changer, and I'm inclined to agree to a degree. I don't need to replace my whole collection, but that is something I consider when I'm thinking about whether or not I should purchase a wrestling figure. It's like, well, hang on a second. It's got... The articulation has really improved, and the aesthetic of it has improved as well. Plus, the heads pop off now. Mattel are finally starting to really catch up to the figure game with their wrestling toys. There's the packaging for it. It's like I say, it's a great package. Foley is going to sign many of those before his time is up. All right, more elites. Ooh, okay, some good ones here. So, LA Knight. I don't think I need to run out and get an LA Knight figure. I'm enjoying his work, and I think he's very entertaining, but I'm not, dying to have him on my figure shelf. We'll talk about Seth freaking Rollins next, because, that's okay. It'll be nice to get that new belt, but, I don't know. I feel like he should come with a different head or something like that. Rollins has got so much emotion in his face. I feel like he always needs to have, if not multiple heads, really interesting and exciting face scans and stuff like that. And Bailey from Damage Control, or Damage Catal, as Matthew from Botchamania likes to call it, and also Homer Simpson when he's working from home. I mean, that looks really, really good. I love the hair, I love the color scheme on it, and I am looking to complete my Damage Catal collection. I got the Dakota, I got the EO, and I think I need to get a Bailey for that as well, because I really liked that moment where that little faction joined at SummerSlam last year, or whatever it was. So, and I love Dakota Kai as well. She's almost an Aussie. She's from the Kiwi corner, but it's fine. So, Bailey will be coming home. Alright, we got a Shinsuke with a chase, it looks like. I mean, really cool attire. We got so many Shinsuke figures when he first was really getting big in NXT and joined the main roster. So, I don't know. I definitely don't need a Shinsuke, but for anyone who's out there looking for a good Shinsuke, I love the attire, especially on the black and white one there. So, I don't have a random wrestling shelf for just putting anybody on, so probably a pass for me. WWE Elite Collection. Oh, hello, Bronson. All right, hang on. Let's go left to right. Pete Dunne in that like kind of British colored British Bulldogs design, almost it looks like. I know I'm guessing it's going to come with a version of that shirt there. Hey, he's got a breakaway cricket bat. That's very cool. Finally, I can stop using Casey Jones's cricket bat anytime I'm photographing Aussie wrestling figures and they need a weapon. So, I mean, again, I'm kind of falling out with WWE now. There has to be a real sort of connection with me, but that is a great figure. I would get that if I was still collecting, 100%. Bruno Sammartino, again, and we're going from like current day to like before I was a fan as well. I don't need a Bruno Sammartino, but anybody who does, there he is, and he looks pretty good. I don't know if they've like tried to Photoshop a face on the face area or something, but he kind of looks like a villain from GoldenEye 007 on the Nintendo 64. But let's get to the main event. Bronson Reed. Woo-wee. So I'm guessing he's going to come with that that robe that he has as well. That's a must-have for me, 100%. Another guy that comes from my home state, pretty much my hometown. It's a very small metropolitan area. And I love the color scheme. The green, red, and white. That's my favorite color scheme of all. Green, red, white. Love it. It looks like it's going to be the same head scan from last time. I hope they get his complexion right. I remember the last one, the complexion looked a little bit off. I wasn't quite sure what to make of it. So I hope they do fix that up with this one and it's not just a repaint of the exact same Bronson, but it looks like it's got some of the same parts. And it looks like it has the same face sculpt as well. Wow, first time in the line, Elite figures. That's very, very cool. Kit Wilson and Elton Prince. These guys are very entertaining. And look at those head scans as well. Wow, that looks great. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that don't like these guys, but I just love their heelish arrogance and these ridiculous outfits that they wear as well. They're a very entertaining team. They are one team that I have noticed quite a lot as of late. And with those extra head scans and the hands so they can do that pose, oof, that's on the maybe list. Like I said, I'm not really collecting any current day wrestlers, but that is probably on the maybe list. I think my missus would like that set. Alright, Ultimate Editions. This is where I think I'm probably going to get the most interest from because, I mean, like, let's start off with Cody Rhodes. I don't like Cody Rhodes. I think he's boring. I think he's very average at pretty much everything he does. He's not below average at any one thing, but he's very middle of the road for me. And his whole rise to stardom when he returned to WWE, every step of the way, my jaw has been open because I'm like, why are people into this guy? I do not understand the appeal of this particular dude. So, and I've got some good friends that are really into Cody Rhodes, and I just can't get behind it. I just don't think he's entertaining. So I do find it very interesting watching Cody Rhodes' rise to stardom. But that figure, it looks like a great Cody Rhodes. I mean, they're so samey. Like, they all come with that robe. Like, they're the same attire. Cody, you get a lot of figures. Mix up the attire for us, please. Oh my god. This is a must get. The Ultimate Edition Tag Team Ringside Collectibles exclusive. It's really hard to find stock in Australia. Ringside is one of the only places that, you know, have up-to-date stock that it's worth ordering from. But the international postage is absolutely brutal. But I will be shilling out that postage to get this here. Oh my god. So it's an Outsiders 2-pack. Nash comes with no fisted hands for either of them. Interesting. I mean, we've all got fisted hands. We've got buckets of fisted hands, I guess, so it's not a big deal. But he comes with the 2 sweet hands. He comes with some gripping hands. Comes with 3 head scans. The smile, the scream, and then the stoic face. He's even got that red vest. I always liken this attire to WCW NWA Revenge on the N64. N64? Revenge. Yeah, N64. Looks like he's going to come with 2 t-shirts as well, the Outsiders t-shirt and an NWO t-shirt. I hope that's one of those like stretchy ones and not the one with the Velcro on the back. And he comes with the WCW Tag Team Championship, which after purchasing these lads just the other day, that is going to come in very handy because I'd love to put those belts on the Steiner boys. And, okay, I've been on the fence about buying a Razor Ramon Ultimate Edition. I don't want to get a yellow one, I really want to get a purple one, and I can't find the purple one. And I've still been considering it because Scott Hall is awesome. I loved him back in WCW. The Outsider's Edge was always one of my favorite finishing moves. And this is absolutely perfect. They got the Outsiders written around the side on the tights. We've got the red boots. We've got the vest as well. You've got the hands to do the 4 life, but you can also do his, like, you know, his little walk that he's got there. He's got 2 sweet hands as well. 3 really good head sculpts. I don't know if they're the exact same as the Razor ones, but all 3 of those look pretty damn good. And I can see the moments that all of these head scans are representing. They're representing very specific images, and I'm picking up on all of them. But 2 t-shirts for him as well. Man, you could really build a proper NWO with all those t-shirts. So I've got the Hollywood Hogan Ultimate when it first came out because Hulk Hogan, he is who he is in real life, and I don't care for his bullshit these days. But Hollywood Hogan, in the day, that was awesome. That's what got me into wrestling. It was like, my friend told me, he's like, Hulk Hogan's a bad guy now, and he's got a black beard. And I was like, what? Like, I need to see what's going on here. And that's what really drew me in to WCW. Then Rey Mysterio and Chris Jericho and people of the like kept me invested. But I was immediately on a Hollywood Hogan Ultimate. Then I couldn't find very good Hall and Nashes. I ended up with a Scott Hall from the WrestleMania 18 version, not the right era. And I ended up with a basic NWO Kevin Nash, which is a basic, and it looked terrible. So I will definitely be returning to my quest to complete the original NWO, and this set is going to get me there. So thank you, Ringside. Now give me some cheaper postage, Christ. Or at least let my 10% deal come off the postage as well. That would also help. Oh, okay, so we're getting a Ultimate Edition ring with an Ultimate Edition Eric Bischoff for all that Bischoff articulation that we all are craving so bad. I like the way this figure looks. I hope they've got more pictures of it, but it looks like it's got the detachable arms with a detachable jacket and then a bunch of soft good shirts that can go underneath. So, very curious to see that. I don't have the room for an Ultimate Edition ring. I don't know. I barely have enough room to set up like a third of what I've already got, so I won't be buying any gigantic Ultimate Edition WCW rings, but if there is one I would get, it's the WCW Nitro one. I don't know if we need Eric Bischoff's height and weight on the back of this, but I'll take it. Here we go, yes. I don't know, I feel like the head scans, you could have done a little bit of a better job, and I don't really like how those jeans look. I'm not a huge fan of this figure right here, but I do appreciate, and you know what, they gave us the NWO singlet top and the bare arms. They should have given us that weird shaved head, kind of grey beard Eric Bischoff that fought, I think it was like Ric Flair at Uncensored or something once upon a time. Okay, so now we've got the retro figures. I don't get into the retro figures at all. I bought my missus a Bray Wyatt one because she loves Bray Wyatt, and I found a Ultimate Warrior one for $5 in the shops one day. Outside of that, I'm good on the retros. With that being said, I do think it's a very smart idea for them to like aim for that like late 90s roster with these retros, because I get the appeal of the Hasbro range of WWE, WWF figures back in the day, and I feel like in terms of marketing, this is a pretty good idea. And they look fantastic, especially if you can get these signed. I feel like that's something that this new like wave of adult collectibles, I feel like they're always like, and if you want to get it signed, we want to make sure it looks great for that too. So, and it looks like that's everything from Ringside-Fest 2023. That was a big reveal. I'm glad I sat down and went through all of these here. There's definitely some that I'm going to want to pre-order ASAP. Bronson Reed comes to mind, Rhea Ripley comes to mind, Damian Priest comes to mind, Dirty Dom comes to mind, The Outsiders also come to mind, so that's like 5 right there over the next 12 months that I will definitely be getting. Those you can lock in. So if you want to see reviews of those on the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out, and let me know what else you want to see on the channel. Did you enjoy this video? Did you enjoy my expertise on the world of wrestling, action figures, or do you think I'm just a big sweaty idiot like Bill McKenna? It's up to you. Let me know in the comments. Either way, I love it. Appreciate the support, everyone, and as always, be well, stay safe, look after your figs. See you in the next video. Peace!